Well, greetings and salutations, guys and girls. It's me and Ranger. Um, Hopefully everybody's doing good, and you're staying warm. I just made it in time. I got the coffee over here, ready to enjoy some coffee while we do the show tonight. And I'm just watching Ranger right now. As I start talking, as you know, he as the stream starts, he starts to misbehave. Good to see everybody here. Well, I'll see you now as soon as I get the glasses on. There we go. Now I can see everybody. Okay. See all the usual characters are in chat. Good to see you guys. Thank you. Mr. Artiford, yes, Artiford, you are number one apparently tonight. I see you have a number one and a crown next to you. Welcome, Kevin. 70-mile-per-hour winds through the warning currently at my location. Well, hopefully you haven't blown away, Kevin. Do let us know if you're surviving the storm. Family plan is in the house. I'm here with my hot chocky, thinking I was going to be first. No such luck. You know what they say, family plan. You snooze, you lose, my friend. Good to see you. Tomahawk, greetings. Yep. You guys are in chat, and by the way, gents, I finally got my act together. I do have the Off-Grid Warrior chat up, and I am looking at it. Whether I look at it all night long is debatable, but I am looking at chat on offgridwarrior.com in case you're in there. I will be monitoring. Natal, good to see you. Hopefully all is well, and hopefully you're having a hot chocky tonight as well. Who else we got you? Mr. Gas. Oh, good to see you. In tonight's movie, or tonight's video, which is 28 minutes long, I know you guys, it's getting better, right? I mean, we've done 40 minutes. We've done, the videos have been around 30 minutes, 35 minutes. We just did a 3.5-hour stream or movie a few days ago. This one's short, guys. It's only 28 minutes. So, rest assured you can get back to your lives in 28 minutes. But Mr. Gas, yeah, I think you might enjoy this video. And Mr. Artiford, actually. Both of you have something in this video here. Okay, yes, thumbs up, everybody. Listen to Mr. Gas, he knows best. For those of you not in chat, but perhaps watching the show for the first time, well, what I do here is I shoot some video during the week. You know, my life up here on the mountain, off-grid, and I share that video, some of that video and some of the clips during the stream, the live stream. So, and then afterwards we hang out. If you want to hang out, if you got questions or criticisms, I'm a big boy. You can criticize anything I do. Doesn't mean I'll necessarily listen to you, but if it's constructive, I'll take it in. Of course, Ranger is now barking at the door and wants out. Imagine that. Ranger is good. Let me let him out. Sorry, I know. Very unprofessional. Now, I know you guys have heard this before, right? It's you can roll your eyes, but Ranger ran away from me again this afternoon, just before the stream. I was doing my afternoon duties, walking around the yard, shoveling some, looking for poop piles in amongst the snow. And I thought, well, I'll open the gate because I'm going to take the poop somewhere and, drop it off not far from the cabin. And I'll give Ranger just a little quick run for, you know, a minute outside of the gate. So I opened the gate and walked out with him, and he just sprinted in front of me and kept on going. Didn't even turn around. I started shouting and screaming, "Ranger!" whistling. And he slowed down at one point, turned around, looked at me, turned back in the opposite direction, and kept on running. It's like the third or fourth time he's actually just run from me as I'm screaming and shouting at him. So, yeah, I had to head down the mountain and go look for him. So we made it in time, though. Little booger. I know. I think I tell you guys that every time I stream. Oh, I had to look for Ranger. I mean, we're at the point now where I just can't let him out the gate without a leash. Anyways, you'll see a little more of that during the video. Cat in the mountains. Cat in the mountains. Greetings. Thanks for swinging by. Good to see you. All right, did I miss anything? Is everybody here? Did I miss anything on offgridwarrior.com? No, we're all good there. Hopefully you guys had a good Christmas. Mine was fairly low-key. Nothing overly exciting. I've done way too many streams than what I ever envisioned I would do in a 4-day period. I think in the last 4 days I've done 3 streams. So I realized that I'm definitely not made out to be any kind of streamer. Now, some of you may know I do have to run a generator in order to stream. So, yeah, I definitely couldn't stream multiple times a week. But, yeah, I think we'll get back to our 2 a week here coming up into the new year. Okay, without further ado, I'm going to fire up the video, 28 minutes, and if you up to it, we'll hang out afterwards for a while. Wag way. Hello, OGW. Glad to see you live. Well, good to see you. Thanks for swinging in. I appreciate all you guys swinging in tonight. Keep in mind that I'm no longer running ads on my stream. You should not be seeing any advertisements, guys. If you're watching this and you're seeing an advertisement, please let me know, because as far as I know, I turned them off. There are no advertisements on this. So I do encourage anybody who's in a position to perhaps support the channel or help me out is to look in the description of the video. There's some links there, ways you can help me out up here. Okay, let's... You had a luxury Christmas. Ooh, what was like a spa day? Luxury Christmas. That sounds nice. I hear the term luxury. I think fruit salads, desserts, and spa treatments. No, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what luxury even means, Natal. I've forgotten. It's been so long. To be honest, Wagneway, I do faintly remember mentioning your name at some point. I'm trying to think specifically. I got a lot of names, a lot of profile names in chat and people that contact me. So I apologize if we've had an interaction and I've forgotten. I apologize. Okay. But remind me if we had an interaction or if I know you. I'm going to have a sip of coffee here. I see Rangers at the door again. I'm going to get the video going, folks. And yeah, if you want to chat afterwards, let's do that. I'm the 19-year-old that wanted to live off grid and asked you for tips. Ah, okay. Yes, I remember the conversation now. I think you had a bunch of us all chiming in, giving you our little tidbits, our little bits of advice. Gotcha. How can I contact you privately? The best way to do that is if you go to my website, offgridwarrior.com/contact. If you look at the top of the website, there is a contact link, and that'll take you to a form. You can reach out to me there. I've checked the form. It is working now, and you can leave your email address. just remind me who you are. That's the best way. I monitor that now, so just send me something there. We had everything what Off-Grid doesn't have. Oh, now you're just trying to tease me, huh? Okay, we're going to start this video. Ranger's outside barking and whining at the door. So let's get a rolling stream video. And let me know, folks, once we get rolling, if the audio is good or bad. Let's go. Hey, come here. Come. Come here. Stay with me, buddy. I see your nose. I see your nose pointing. Oh, the dragon awakens. The dragon awakens. Ranger, what do you think? Ranger, it's the dragon. It awakens. What do you think? Nice. I like. Thank you, Mr. Artiford. It's looking good. Ranger, sit. Sit. I know it's exciting out here. You've been very naughty. You're gonna stay. Stay. Okay. What's happening? Let's get a few rocks on over here. We have a disintegrating tarp. Unfortunately, this tarp has completely given up on me. I try to milk it for as long as I can. This one's on its way out. Okay. If anybody wants to send me a good quality tarp that'll last more than 10 seconds, yeah, I'll take it. Well, here Ranger and I are. I'm just getting led around the park by Ranger, you know. That's all I can really do is just, you know, hang on to his leash for dear life. It's not like I run the show or anything. I mean, we all know who runs the show around here. We're just cruising through the woods. It's afternoon, probably around 3 or 4 o'clock, and I decided to just keep on cruising after checking the snowmobile. See, that's how you know it's hunting season, guys. Yeah. The cans appear. Beer cans specifically. I can see cans that have been thrown down the bank right here next to the roadway. As these guys cruise up here, they just chuck their beer cans out. Yeah, I know. You've heard it from me before. Ranger and I are still cruising the hood. It's getting later in the day here. I've passed 2 pickup trucks with the orange jackets. You know, already on our way up here, hunting from the comfort of their pickup trucks. Radio and heat on full. So we've had quite a bit of rain recently, and all the creeks and rivers are, a lot of them overflowing, causing damages, bridges being swept away. Ranger, buddy, I don't think we've ever seen our creek like this. Hey, I don't know if you want to wade across there now, buddy. Pretty dark right now, guys. I'm not sure how much oh, this is getting going to be viewable. It's a little damp over here. I think we're gonna have a quick lay down for a few minutes. Just get into the flow, the energy flow. Yeah. Because, you know, when you're a hardcore hunter, you've got to have the Venom energy drink. Guys, it takes a lot of energy to drive around the woods in your pickup truck, your rifle at the ready, hoping that a deer is gonna cross the roadway and you'll be able to take it down. You need energy for that, guys. It's a grueling lifestyle being a hunter, guys. Grueling. What you looking at, Ranger? What's there, buddy? You hear something? You smell something? I hear the wind, and I smell pine and damp needles. This is one of my favorite spots, guys. It's a beautiful little, perfect little bank over here. I can just sit in, lay back, nice little incline over here, and just, you know, take it all in with my bud Ranger. Right, Ranger? Ranger, hey. Welcome to my world. Well, it's Friday afternoon and I'm looking for Ranger. I should be getting ready for a stream, but here I am once again tracking down Ranger. He ran away from me. I was calling him, he looked at me, I said, come here, come here. I could see his nose was up in the air. Come here. We made eye contact. He turned around and just kept on going. Oh, anyways, so I thought he had maybe come back. It's an hour later. He's still not back. It's cold. I don't want him out here all night, so I gotta go look for him. Good times. Well, we found Ranger. Pretty cold. Definitely a little numb in the face. Stay. And hopefully we get the stream on time. My computer is kind of sort of down again. The desktop. Thanks to Windows. I'm beginning to absolutely hate Windows. And we have a driver issue with my graphic card now after a Windows update. So I'm going to try and get the laptop set up for streaming tonight. So well, greetings and salutations, guys and girls. It's me, the off-grid warrior. And no Ranger. It's a beautiful morning, late morning, and I know temps right now are, I believe, somewhere around the mid 30s. It's not too cold. Ranger's safely locked away and will be for multiple hours because yeah, I've got a ride into town. And I just need to get to the bottom of this valley down there somewhere. So I've got half an hour to get down there, maybe 20 minutes now. We can do it. for my ride into town. Hopefully we can pick up a couple cans of gas and maybe a loaf of bread and check mail, because yeah, I might have some cookies in the mail, and I definitely like to have some cookies for Christmas. Okay, I'm gonna focus on getting down here and not you know, breaking an ankle or spraining an ankle. Oh, these boots are proving pretty good. My new boots. This is the maiden voyage of the I'm calling them the gas boots. Okay, let's roll. Of course, we're doing a little bit of a zigzag action as we head down. Trying to get onto those deer trails as well. You know, it's all fun and games till somebody slips and sprains an ankle. Look at that. Beautiful day out here in the hood, guys. Beautiful. Feeling pretty blessed. What more could I possibly want? A box of cookies, maybe? Yes. A box of cookies would be mighty fine indeed. I must say I'm so far pretty impressed with the boots I've got on. Like I say, this is maiden voyage. They seem to be tracking pretty well. Good traction. They actually feel a little sticky, which is awesome. I'm liking it. Okay. Got about, I don't know, 20 minutes to get into position for my ride. Deer trail over there. The one aspect I do enjoy about winter, getting to see where all the critters are moving. Oh yeah, we're definitely traversing right now. Okay, things are gonna get a little steep, so I'm gonna focus on getting down, guys. And I don't know, I may be getting back, might be maybe dark by the time I get back. Of course, I'm at the mercy of a ride, which I'm going to be dropped off in town, and you know, then have to mill around and figure out something to do. The couple chores that I have are minuscule, but that's okay. I'm pretty grateful for a ride into town. I'll figure out how to waste my time down in civilization. Okay, I'm gonna focus on getting down, you guys. Cheers. Well, greetings and salutations, guys and girls. It's Ranger. And me, the off-grid warrior. Just a, you know, another sunny day in the tropics. Ranger and I are just kind of hanging out at the beach, watching the girls play volleyball. How you doing? Yeah, you know, just doing our thing, right, buddy? I think later on today we're probably going to go and rent a jet ski, and I don't know, either a jet ski or do some parasailing or something like that. Yep, that's how we roll around here. Fun activities all day, every day. Right, Ranger? Yeah, he don't care. What are you guys up to? Doing anything fun? Take it easy. Cheers. Come on, buddy. Come on, let's go. Hello? Hello, squirrel! Hello? See the squirrel in there, Ranger? Squirrel! Hello? Hello? No squirrel, buddy. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh yeah, let's go mow. Whatever that means. Well, well, well. What have we here? Morning, ladies and gent. Let's start with the clearing of the tarps. Okay, Ranger. Hey, buddy. You got a ball? You got a ball? Put it down. Put the ball down. Put the ball down. Well, anyways, guys and gals, look at that. It's so bright out here, I can barely open up my eyes. Sunshine, how nice is that? We do like the snow and sunshine. I would, however, like more snow. Time to check on the old chickens. See how everybody's doing. I probably need to get the water changed out. Ladies! Oh, my goodness. That's bad. Let's get you some water. I gotta clean the coop again. Let's what's happening here? Okay, we're gonna bring you guys some more water. Checking in on the old quail. Okay. Beautiful day, beautiful day. Let's get this water done. Okay, ladies, the water is served. Water is served. Okay, let's go. Hello, quail. Time for a little water change. Okay. Enjoy. Okay, everybody doing good? Ladies, few of you gents, everyone fine? You right there? Okay. All good. On to the next thing. Hey, buddy. Ready for the ball? Ready? Get it! Good boy. Ready? Ready? Go get it! Oh, that's a lame throw. You know, I would throw the ball for Ranger outside the fence, but we got to get some work done now, and I don't want him disappearing. I don't want the day to turn into a let's find Ranger Day. Go get it! Oh yeah, onwards. And we're back. That was the end of things. Okay, where are we? It's I'm feeling a little challenged tonight, folks. I got the tablet down here with a chat going on somewhere else, and then I have the YouTube chat over here, and I'm trying to answer both. Use this keyboard and then type on the tablet screen to answer the other chat. So I apologize if it's not super fluid. Okay, Lisa, I can stop the typing now. Okay, did I miss anything here? I'll just have, if there's something important that you wanted me to answer or notice, just you're gonna have to retype it here. I'm not gonna scroll up and down. I know I'm terrible streamer, guys. Okay. I was just chatting with Tomahawk. He was giving me his skiing, his ski expertise level. Okay. Living the dream. Yeah, Wag. It can be. It is a dream. It is a dream, and sometimes it's a little nightmarish. But you know, some dreams are good. Some dreams Not ideal, but that's life. I think I answered your question on the eggs there. Yeah, very disappointing with the girls. I don't know, 3-4 months at the most. At least for 3 months now, I haven't seen an egg. Somewhere around there. Disappointed, very disappointed. Family plan. Is that where you do the puppet show, OGW? The puppet show on the other site? What are you talking about? Mr. Gas, good audio. Thank you, guys. You know the routine here. Good audio. Awesome. Criminal paralegal. Retyping is very common for live stream podcasters. Retyping is very common for live stream podcasters. Okay. Well, I actually don't consider myself a streamer, a podcaster, or anything. I'm just a guy up in a mountain with his annoying dog. The idea of calling myself a live streamer or a YouTuber, I never call or think of myself in those terms. I got a question. It's my number one concern, because if you don't have this, you can't do anything. Okay, what's the question? Go for it. What else did I miss here? I saw something from 187 WCB, Mike, otherwise known as Mike P47. Guys, that's a lot of names that keep on changing here recently. Who is the other cat in the mountains? I don't know. Every now and you guys pop in with new names, and it's like throwing me a curveball, guys. I forgot what I was going to say. What's your favorite color? Pink. Can't you tell? Can't you tell? I think this is the first time I might even have a t-shirt on that's got text on it. I got this as a Christmas gift. That's why I'm wearing it. And I needed a shirt last minute. It was laying out here, so I put it on. My other shirt was starting to walk away on its own. So I threw on this shirt, the Christmas gift. I don't know if you guys can see it. It says, "Nobody cares. Work harder." Yeah, Tom Mark, you're right. Names do not change at offgridwarrior.com. If you're chatting there, they do not change. If they do change, it means I'm messing with you. Mike P47 is back in. Oh, that's throwing me another curveball. Okay, but no, we're back to Mike P. Thank you. Now there's a dash there. All right. Test. I see you, Mike. Oh. How did you actually find land in your state? I'm so concerned with buying land due to the expense and location. How did you find the land, plot, acreage you love, and were you able to afford it? No. If you're referring to my current situation, I actually rent land. Yeah. The land that I'm on here is not mine. I rent. I did own my own land before in my earlier videos on YouTube. That was property that I owned. And so, no, I'm just a humble renter, Wag. A humble renter. I would say, though, if you're looking at property, there are ways to look besides banks. The first property that I ever bought, hang on, guys, I got to let Ranger out. Bugger. Why? The first property that I owned in my early YouTube career, the videos that you see there, I purchased property, and I didn't use a bank at the time. I used a like kind of a third-party lender. It was a small family-owned business, a lender that was located in Washington. They literally existed in a small town, and they did rural land loans. Because it's so difficult to get something from a bank, especially if there's no electrical or well or structure. Most big corporate banks don't want to lend you any money. So I found a small company that I essentially dealt with directly. They provided a loan, and I got that property that way. So there are ways other than banks. You just need to do a little bit of research, and the terms that I got were way better than what any bank could have given me. I spoke to somebody, directly there who worked there. It was a very good relationship for many years. Every month I'd just write a check and send it to them, and everything was taken care of. So as far as this one, when I arrived in this area, I immediately put out my feelers. I started asking people if they knew anybody who owned land, because I was looking to rent a small chunk of land from a landowner, just as a renter. And so I went out and kind of got the word out with, people I thought that may be in a position to help. And that's how I found this spot. Somebody who knew somebody kind of set me up with the landowner here. We had a sit down, we chatted, and so we worked something out. So that's the whole story. That's why I say think outside the box. I know the way I've done it, probably a lot of people wouldn't want to do it this way. There's no guarantees and so on. But that's why I say sometimes you may have to think outside the box. That's what I've done. And, there's pros and cons. Hopefully that made sense, Wag. I'm just calling you Wag. Much easier to pronounce. Okay, where are we? Oh, we have someone new here. Stitch. Why do you guys pick such difficult names to actually pronounce? Stitch 01. Well, welcome, Stitch. We'll go with Stitch. Good to see you. A new name. I'm glad you are finally getting to watch. I've had like 3 streams in the last 4 days, but we're back to 2 a week now. Kevin, you got your name back, Mike. Yeah, that's good. That's good, you guys. Good to see the normal names. Looks like it fits well. It's a little tight, but I'm gonna get my winter body back in shape, guys. You know how it is in winter when you start hauling things up and down a mountain with a sled. In no time, I'll be like an absolute Chad. Being a little sarcastic, but I do tend to lose weight in winter. I used to put on weight, but winter lifestyle definitely makes me burn more calories, for sure. Kentucky Todd, greetings. Do you have merchandise store that we can buy off-grid warrior merchandise from? Kentucky Todd, that's I tried to do the t-shirt thing at some point. I don't know where they went. I had some t-shirts up on YouTube. I guess there's a vendor. I designed some t-shirts and it's just disappeared, and I don't think anybody ever bought anything. I don't think I'm that big, Kentucky Todd, to have any kind of merch or anything like that. I do appreciate that, though. I've pondered that over the years. Maybe I'll do something on my website, offgridwarrior.com. And maybe I'll put some stuff up there at some point. I don't know. No merch. I'm not that big. But thank you. Kentucky Todd, if you do want to support me in any way, there are some links in the description to this live stream. If you look down there, you'll see some ways you can perhaps support the channel if that's perhaps what you're pondering. But thank you. I'm actually going to put a link in here right now, guys. I have to do a little bit of shilling. I apologize. I've already stopped advertisements, so if anybody's in a position to help out, I've just put a link. It is a PayPal link, and you can support me that way. It is the easiest, most convenient way for me. I no longer have a bank. I did away with cell phone companies. I did away with having a bank. So If you'd like to support me, please feel free to use that link. It would be much appreciated. Okay, enough with the shilling. Where are we? I'm looking for land in Alaska. Yeah, Alaska sounds pretty good. I would, I mean, I'm still open for a move to Alaska if things aligned, if the stars aligned. I'd probably be looking for something along the coastline. I think it would be fun to maybe drift around on a houseboat somewhere along the Alaskan shoreline. And, you know, come winter, you kind of tuck the houseboat into some little cove or bay and do your best to get through winter. And when things thaw, you can float around to the next bay. That's something I'd like to finish off with while I can still, you know, carry stuff on my back. I think the idea of strapping a whole bunch of logs together, like a floating log platform, and then putting a trailer on it, and just drifting around the Alaskan islands would be the ultimate. So if there's anybody out there that wants to do that, let's go. Okay, where are we? Kipster, what's up with comments are turned off? Is this the new normal for live streams? Comments are turned off. Is that the comments to this live stream? I don't know anything about it. My comments have always just been on. I've never turned comments off. So if they're off, that's something new to me. I'll have to look into that, Kipster. Hello, Kevin. Actually, Kipster, haven't seen you for a while. If I'm correct. I think it's up to the streamer. No point in comments really when there's a chat. I'll have to look into that, guys. I wasn't aware comments were even turned off. It's not anything I've ever turned off. It was all that sausage and cheese and cookies. Did I miss something earlier on there? Yes. Kevin, I did consume mass amounts of sausage, cheese, and cookies. It's safe to say. Tomahawk, the sausage and cheese you sent me is all gone. It's finished, and the cookies are all done. So we're back to staring at squirrels and thinking about snacks. No, I watch it after the fact at double speed. I won't participate if I have to watch in real time. Oh, that's right, Kipster. I remember. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you watching after the fact. We'll look into why the comments are turned off, Kipster. Again, that's not anything. I've got no reason to turn comments off, so I'll look into it. Antoine Outdoors. It's been a long time. Antoine Outdoors. It's been a long time. Since you, tuned in, Antoine Outdoors, I don't recall your name. If we've interacted before, I apologize if I don't remember. There's a lot of interactions over the years with different names. But thanks for swinging in, mate. I appreciate it. Where are we? Ranger's going absolutely berserk outside right now. I don't know what's out there, but something's got him going crazy. I'm reading the other chats on offgridwarrior.com. I see you, Tomahawk. Colonel Paralegal, people do that in the Puget Sound between Washington State and Alaska. Yeah, I wouldn't do anything in Washington State at all, but I know in Alaska there are folks that literally have houseboats that kind of drift around. There's folks with very fancy houseboats, and there's literally people that have logs strapped together with a house built on a floating log platform. I think that's super cool. It was definitely on my my list. We shall see. Who knows? Alaska seems like an advanced off-grid lifestyle setting. Family plan, I don't think, depending where you are, I think maybe if you're located more in the northern regions, inland, winters are probably even tougher. But from what I understand, now I've never been up there, I'm no professional, but from what I understand, the climate along that Alaskan coast and the Alaskan islands, yes, winters are frigid and cold, but it's not as extreme as being inland. The ocean currents, tides, the ocean effect, with the land effect. From what I understand, it's somewhat more moderate along the coastline. So I don't know. It could be. If I'm wrong, let me know if there's any Alaskans watching. Yeah, it's also the boat thing. I'm an ocean guy, so I kind of like the the solitude. Like I don't have enough solitude up here. I want to max my solitude, folks. The struggle fest up here is not enough. I need to maximize the struggle fest with putting another layer of struggle on it. So let's do this, but on some floating logs, in the ocean. That's our role. And I'm not kidding. If I had the opportunity tomorrow, I would just we're gone. I know. True though. Okay. Kipser, yes, I was unable to comment on the live stream, which I watched it after the fact. Okay, I'll look into it. Good luck to all the newbies moving to Alaska. You'll need it. Hey guys, nobody's going to do it if you don't, all right? You got a dream, well, make it happen. Like I always say, you might have to think outside the box. Don't be listening to the mainstream ideas. If the mainstream ideas aren't working for you or suggestions aren't working for you, well, then you need to just think outside the box. It's that simple, guys or gals. Mr. Gas, what are your plans for 5 to 10 years out? Mr. Gas, that is a question I do not have the answer to. 5 to 10 years. Right now, I'm thinking about this week and trying to find a ride into town to perhaps get some gas and whether or not I'll be able to buy some groceries and check mail. That's kind of how much future planning I do right now, Mr. Gas. I know it's kind of boring. I don't know. Ask me again after New Year's. Maybe I'll be one of these folks that come up with a New Year's resolution. That's not really anything I do, but maybe that's what I need to do this year, so I have some kind of plan. But yeah, I mean, I sense maybe some change needs to happen. I'm getting a little itchy. And when I start to get itchy, something eventually happens or changes. But it's still early. But to answer your question, Mr. Gas, no real solid plans beyond if something really awesome comes up, I'm out of here. Togster, thumbs up. Thank you, Togster. Welcome. Stitches. Oh, Stitch and Sews. Stitch and Sews. Okay, I got you now. I got you. I'm sorry, I'm a little special at times. Dogs are too funny. I have an English Mastiff that keeps me laughing. They are good company when you are alone. Yeah. Most of my life has been without dog, and I have Ranger, and let's just say perhaps not the best decision in dog breed for me. I wouldn't go with a hound or a hunting dog or a blackmouth cur again. But, he has his challenges. But at times it is having some company. I mean, if I wasn't talking to Ranger, I'd be talking to my chickens. I got to let Ranger in. Hang on. I mean, if I was walking through the woods and I discovered a briefcase of cash, doesn't have to be a lot. I'm not talking about millions, Just a little briefcase, maybe a purse. Maybe a purse falls out of the sky and it has some rolled up cash in it. Would I have some plans, Gas? Yes, I would. I really like the idea of rolling onto a ferry with my little trailer and finding myself in Alaska. The ocean calls once again. Yes. Okay, where are we? Not moderate at all, OGW. What, along the coastline? It's not? I'll have to do my homework again. Either way, I'd still go. Just imagine sitting on your little wraparound porch around your trailer, floating on logs with a fishing rod with several lines in the ocean, just catching your food there. Worried about where you're going to drop anchor for winter. I mean, that sounds pretty dreamy to me. Mike P, I guess YouTube did it. They do that, what they want and don't announce either. Yeah. Don't get me started with YouTube, guys. I'm already blacklisted. I don't know that for sure. It's just a feeling I have. Criminal paralegal, you would have to train Ranger how to hang over the boat edge for number 2. Ranger, I don't know. I don't know if I won't say too much. He's staring at me right now. Nothing, buddy. We're not talking about you. Mike P, I'm about as close to an Alaskan, I think, but I have never been there in winter. The roads going there are volatile at best. Oh, I believe it. Family plan, 2026 on-grid warrior, sipping beverages on the beach year-round. My days of sitting on a beach and sipping beverages. Oh, wait, hang on. Sitting on a rocky coastline with massive mountains behind me, green, dense forest behind me, a rocky shore with my little houseboat floating there, and a hot chocolate. That sounds good. Or Nicaragua, Costa Rica, on a beach, dense tropical forest behind me, big coconuts with just fresh coconut juice. That sounds good too. Now, maybe I'm getting a little delusional up here, guys. Maybe. Mike P, I don't see it. Lol, did I miss something there? You don't see it? Well, you don't see me doing that? OGW, I think you have to make your way over to Seattle and cruise over to Alaska. It's likely cheaper than gas and you don't need a passport. Oh, yeah. That's what I'd do. I'd do Seattle and I've looked at ferry costs to, then they were actually expensive. A van and a trailer. Who am I kidding? I don't even have a van or I don't even have a vehicle. I'm not going anywhere, guys. I barely have a quad that runs. Keeps on popping its gear. I mean, that's not going to get me up to Alaska. Who am I kidding? Ranger, you're safe for now, buddy. Oregon coast, my favorite place to go. Yeah. The problem with the Oregon coast is it's in Oregon, so there's that. Togster, having lived on the coast of New England, I can tell you there is not moderate at all. Cold wind and mostly freezing rain, unless it was a lot colder out. Togster, New England, I do like New England. I've spent many summers and springs up there back in the day, cruising up to, I've the regular spots, Rhode Island, Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket. I forget some of the small towns that we cruised in and out of Beautiful bays and coves up in Maine. It's what a stunning part of the world. But yes, I'm sure winters along the coastline there are pretty brutal. I was mainly hanging out in the posh places, believe it or not. I know it's hard to look at me right now and think I've ever existed in any kind of poshness, but, you know, there was once upon a time, you know, things were different. I went down the Oregon coast once, very scenic. Yeah, it is. Oregon coast is nice. It's just in Oregon. Criminal paralegal Mike P. I go about every year. I love the ocean, mountains, and trees. Tomahawk, Lincoln City is a fun beach to go to. At least it used to be in Oregon. Yeah, that sounds familiar. I think I may have rolled through there at some point. Mike P. I went to that aquarium with animals. I forget what town that is. Toxo, it is a nice area. Been to them too. So, Toxer, do you want to share with us more or less where you are? Are you still in the New England area? You don't have to be specific. Wait, hang on, Kevin. Wake up, OGW, back to reality? What are you talking about, guys? Listen, some of you are being a little too pessimistic, boys, okay? Okay? That's why you guys are sitting in the luxury of your couches watching your 60-inch plasma screen, and I'm up here looking at frost develop on the inside of my cabin door, okay? That's because I think outside the box, gents. Okay, where are we? In some kind of athletic wear shop that had crazy sales. Tesla chargers in the parking lot, even. Criminal paralegal Mike P. That is Newport, Oregon. Newport, Oregon. Okay. Toxer, I am in Texas at this time. Is Texas? Is that an actual place? Toxer, is that an actual place? Massachusetts? I'm thinking Massachusetts and Texas combined. Texas. Apologies if that's a legitimate place. I've never heard of it. Western part of the state for now, looking to get out here deeper into the woods. I'm all for getting deeper into the woods. Togster, yes. Tomahawk, great saltwater taffy there in Depew Bay. Yeah, the last time I was out, Washington coast and Oregon coast, well, I think it was more, it was the Washington coast. I ate so many, wasn't stone crabs. I forget what type of crab they have there, and gooey ducks. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced the gooey duck. That's an interesting meal, but I forget. Stop. I forget what the other. Went on a couple-day excursion along the beach there, and I feel special needs right now, but I forgot what we were pulling out of the sand. Some critter, and we had a massive barbecue with and I ate way too many of the things. It'll come to me. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Those things. You low tide, you go out into the beach and you find a little breather hole that's bubbling, and you stick your fork in there, your shovel, and you pull those things out. What were they? Rangers, stop. Kevin, luxury of my van out in the cold watching on cell phone. Kevin, I feel you, man. Been there. You know, only the tough survive, sir. Only the tough. We're an elite group of van and winter dwellers. Once you've done it, you may do it a couple more times and then figure out another plan. Okay, where are we? Oh, Massachusetts. I got you. Oh. He was saying tax him to death in mass. Oh, gotcha. Tax to Death in Massachusetts. Sounds like a good movie. Horrible. Actually sounds like a nightmare. Mr. Gasgas, I think he may be overtaxed. Oh, gotcha. So good having a chat that's way smarter than what I am. Talk, sir. Gotcha. I'd go broke in Depot Bay with saltwater taffies. Razor clams. Thank you. Thank you, criminal paralegal. Razor clams. Yeah, I spent a couple days just pulling out lots and lots of razor clams. I may or may not. What's the statute of limitations with getting more than what you should get? I won't go into it, but let's just say a lot of razor clams were eaten and consumed at the end of day 2. Ooh. Okay. Clams. No, not clams, not oysters. Razor clams. Yep. I don't know if you guys can see a ranger. Buddy, your bed's over there. You don't have to be right on top of me. Okay. Where are we? Stop. Sorry, guys. I deal with my dog that doesn't listen. I just got my travel van for all-weather camping. Has it got jacked up tires, and is it like all-wheel drive? Natal, what's the best surprise you've ever received? What's the best surprise you've ever received? Oof. Natal? The best surprise. You know, the first thing that jumped to my mind was my son. That wasn't so much of a surprise, but it's the first thing that came to my mind. I don't know why, but having the sun pop out was it's not really a surprise, but yeah, that's what came to my mind at first. Natal, surprise. I know I'm gonna have to ponder that. I don't have anything lined up in my repertoire for that one. OGW, it has airbags. Okay. Natal, I'm still pondering that one over there. What else did I miss? How are we doing here, guys? What's the time? 7:17. Wow, this is a short stream. We've only been going for an hour and 17 minutes. Is that even possible? My computer giving me the right time. Wow. Okay. What else we got going on here? I'm still pondering, Natal. Still pondering. Yeah, so while I ponder, I don't know if I can think and talk at the same time, guys. I just discovered that maybe I can't mentally multitask at the same time. Let me review other questions maybe while I'm still pondering. Did I miss anything here? No. If I did and you have something important to ask, please feel free to drop it in chat. Yeah. I think we might have to, since the chats here are fairly active amongst the chatters, maybe if the chat's not directed at me, it's a little difficult when you go. I'm not saying you can't do this. Please feel free to carry on. But if there's a question for me, maybe you should put OGW at the beginning. And if you're just talking to each other, don't put OGW. I know, I'm so whiny, eh? Probably the whiniest streamer ever. Sounds nice. Para. I missed that one. What was the best cookie you had this holiday? Wow, I don't know. I got a can of cookies, and I had no idea what any of the names were. Ranger, stop. Amy Sue, yeah, the cookies I received, there were probably about 20 different types, or no, maybe a dozen different types of cookies in there, and they didn't come labeled. So there were white balls and brown balls and crusty cookies and nutty cookies and ginger things and flat round ones and one shaped like trees. I did like the ones with some kind of peanut butter in the middle, the round ones with peanut butter. They were nice. Tomok, what do you mean Nicaragua is not nice? You must have had a horrible experience there. Actually, I had an interesting experience too in Nicaragua. Let's just say I was in a port trying to bunker some fuel, take on a lot of fuel, and I had guys with guns basically telling me that the company I was using for fuel wasn't going to be the company I was going to use, and that I was going to use one of their friends' company. And they kind of had guns not pointed at us, but, you know, on display, basically trying to encourage us strongly not to buy fuel from those guys, but to buy fuel from them instead. And so it is a little bit of a showdown at the OK Corral, without the gunfire, of course. Let's just say lots of money had to be paid to a couple people to make things happen. That was my Nicaragua experience. But we did go ashore and have fun for 2 or 3 days. But yeah, it was a little sketchy back then. You know, kind of had to be, you had to look ahead, let's just say. Your situational awareness had to be, you know, at least a mile ahead. But very beautiful. That was the positive. Very dense and beautiful. And at least where I was at, real nice beach. But a lot of sketchy dudes with firearms strongly trying to encourage us to do things we didn't want to do. Okay. Well, how many viewers do we have right now? Okay, I see. We have you know, we have a few lurkers on the edges. For those of you perhaps lurking, you know, in the dark shadows, watching but not partaking in chats, welcome. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Feel free at any time. You know, we don't bite. There's maybe a few folks here in the chat that might bite, but, you know, I don't. Feel free to pop in. Let us know who you are, or if you got any questions. That's fun too, but otherwise, welcome. Oh, you guys are talking about shag carpet in some vans. Family plan. I had a lot of nice cookies, but had a clear winner for the worst cookie this year. The Dutch style cookies that come in round tin cans with old European winter scenes pictured on the side are from India. So you, yes, family plan. I know exactly what you're talking about. The traditional little Dutch cookies in the metal can that look very European are made in India. Yes. It's a global economy. Family plan, it's global economy. I can confirm it was number 2 inducing. That bad, huh? Whoosh. John Off Grid. Hi there, Off Grid Warrior. John Off Grid, welcome. I'm not sure, is this your first time popping in on chat? Apologize if you've been here before, but welcome. Criminal paralegal, OMG, those are made in India. You guys must be shopping at the same grocery stores. The same cookies that come off the same Cisco truck in, I don't know, 500 towns. Those Dutch cookies. Yeah, I you know, I don't do a lot of shopping, as some of you may know, you know, but I do like to read labels and look at labels, and I'm always surprised. I'm always surprised at how quite often the most American-made thing is not actually made here. Sad. Whole nother topic, though. Since it happened, you started checking, and almost all of them are ish family plan. Mike P, I bought some new boots this winter that are made in Croatia. I was pleasantly surprised. Yeah, well, I would expect European, particularly you know, Northern European countries to be able to put together a good snow boot. Was this sort of a Canadian brand that is now made in Croatia? But I'm not surprised. The you know, the quality should be good. Yeah. John Off Grid. I've been away a while, being stranded. You know me. Yeah, I've been stuck out in the country. Truck broke down. I would eat cookies from Croatia, no problem. John Off Grid, you've been stuck in the country. Truck broke down. Whereabouts, John Off Grid? I don't recall where you're from. You don't have to be specific, but just your general region. Criminal paralegal. I do not go shopping. I order online, pull up, load up, never have to step in the store, so they do not get my image when I enter. Are you one of those weirdos that thinks everybody's watching you, huh? Just kidding. Family plan, the flock. Oh, sorrels. Yeah, Mr. Gas. I remember buying sorrels probably about 8 years ago, and if I remember correctly, they weren't made in Canada. I mean, the sorrels always had a great reputation, and then I think, like many companies, they decided, how can we make these boots for less and charge the same, if not more? Let's go to China or India. But I do remember the sorrels being, at least the pair that I got 8 or so years ago, they weren't made in Canada or the States. Mike P, Han Wag. Never knew of this brand before. Best ones I've ever tried. Really? Han Wag. Were they, was that a Temu purchase, Mike P? Chinese brand made in Croatia, maybe? Does it? That would be an interesting relationship. Han Wag. Cool. Or was that a Temu purchase? Criminal paralegal. You must not have paid attention to the link that I shared in chat. Flock does not only grab, as a company, Flock does not only grab license plates. They have other technologies offered to cities and towns that do facial tracking. And if they're facial tracking, they're doing facial recognition. You must not have read the link that I posted one of the last streams. North Georgia, nice. I do like Georgia. north and south. I forget some of the places I went through. It's been a long time, but in my early 20s, I lived down in South Florida, and we often used to escape up to Carolinas and Georgia for little weekend getaways. A lot of those days and those kind of weekends at that age are a little bit of a blur right now, if you know what I mean. I've moved on since, but yeah, we used to escape up there to, on off time to go a little crazy. But I always appreciated the folks up there, particularly in the small towns. Small town Georgia is pretty awesome. Yeah, I've been subscribed to your channel since you built the cabin, the first one. I remember you said your truck rolled over. Oh, yeah. Well, that's going back, John Off Grid. Yeah, those were the days. Those were the days. Well, thanks for popping in and still hanging out, mate. Things are a little different now. I'm doing something a little different than usual. Like, still experimenting with these streams. I think we're almost at stream 50, guys. I don't know which one this is. This is like 43 or 44. So we're going to hit the 50th live stream soon. And I don't know. It's still kind of an experiment. I'd like to get back to doing standalone videos, which I have planned. That we should be getting one out here soon. Some of the old camping type stuff, being out in the woods. Yeah, the live stream is more just sort of an actual real life, lifestyle, being up here, day-to-day stuff, nothing super exciting. Mainly me just trying to deal with my annoying dog and haul things up and down the mountain. I was late, no link for me. Well, I will look up the link and send it to you. Criminal Paralegal is quite interesting. Mike P took a look at the link and did a little bit of homework too, and he found some interesting stuff, or noticed a few things, but I'll share that with you at some point. Mr. Gasgas, sorrel were made in Canada, but now are China and Vietnam. Ah, that's what I think. Yeah, my sorrels are, I think they're made in Vietnam. Okay, I'm going to let Ranger out. Again, apologies. I'm just checking the other chat here. Boot repair is a classic style and disposable culture we live in. Yeah. I remember as a young man taking my favorite pair of shoes to a shoe repair place. And the guy would repair soles and things like that. I don't know if anybody does that anymore. Yeah, throwaway culture indeed, family plan. Built-in redundancy, right? You can thank Apple for really kicking off this idea that we build something that is has built-in redundancy. We want you to get the new model. I mean, nobody makes anything that lasts anymore because that's actually a bad business. In today's society, it's a bad business model. We need you to buy the new thing every year, like Apple. Apple did it. They're so successful. It must just work with everything now. Northwest corner, about 45 minutes from Tennessee, Chattanooga. All right, I got you. Mike P. Note was at a local sporting goods store. Some things you don't go cheap on. I agree, Mike P. I mean, who am I kidding? I mean, nowadays I may go cheapo, but yeah, when it comes to like winter gear, if you're a winter hiker, or you like being out in the boonies in frigid temps, you don't want to go cheap. Unfortunately, you have to spend a little bit of money. And I would say tools as well. If you're going to really be dependent on tools, your contractor, well, I don't need to tell you guys that, but tools is another area I don't like to buy cheap. Once or twice I bought something cheap, and I'm always disappointed it breaks. Like I don't buy cheap or the cheapest shovel or the cheapest rake because they always just break. So tools, I'll spend money, and winter hiking or snow gear, I'll spend money. But it's been a while. John of Good, we got a tiny house home in the yard. Haven't got it set up. Got to get solar run into it. We're trying to put in a tiny guest house. That's super cool, John of Grid. Little extra income would be nice. If you got the property and you can put up a little tiny house or do something like that, why not? Why not? Anyways, I got you. Duct tape works to fix those cheap tools that break. Oh, yeah. Have you seen the price of duct tape? John Off Grid, yeah. They try to make you get outdated, have to keep buying another one. Okay, hang on, guys. I'm going to let Ranger in, and then I think I see the viewers have just jumped off, and we might start winding things down. Buddy, you're driving me nuts. Driving me nuts. Okay, well. Yeah, they try to make you get out of stuff. You have to keep buying another one. That's the system now, guys. That's how it works. And now it's everything's moving to the cloud as well. Anything that's not physical, all the other services move to the cloud. And then you've got to pay like a monthly fee and upgrade it or update it if you want, whatever it is to remember phone numbers, or if you want to store more pictures or whatever it is, we're going to charge you a little bit more. And that's the way it is. We got to lock you into a system that keeps you paying a little bit every single month. It's like these folks that have every kind of service, Netflix and Hulu, and pay for the YouTube and all this stuff. Eventually, you have all these small micro payments that you'll just get overwhelmed with them. That's the way. More ways to trap you. The elite crew are over at OGW website. Nice, Tomahawk. You're shilling for the Off-Grid Warrior website. Thank you. Elite indeed. We all carry crutches as weapons. Mr. Gas, I went down a little tunnel the other night looking at motorcycles. Just anything I can cruise around the woods in. And I got onto this whole e-bike thing. Now, I know there's I know a lot of people, I like a carburetor, I like an engine, but there's some compelling e-bikes, and I'm not talking about the bicycles, the motorcycles, compelling e-motorcycles that appear to do quite a good job. And if you like to be quiet and like to move around unnoticed like I do, I like to just be a nothing burger in the middle of nowhere, doing my own thing unnoticed. The e-bike is quite compelling. So I'd love something to just tear around these woods, do some mountain climbs, some kind of trials bike. Be awesome. Would be awesome. I'm not familiar. I mean, I know the Gas brand, but I've never seen one in the wild. The few pictures that I have seen, they look pretty cool. Looks can be deceiving though, but they do look cool. I'm somewhat partial to KTM, but KTM also cost a lot. I don't know what the gas bikes are like comparatively. Beta RX 300. I don't know Beta. I've never heard of the Beta RX. Have we had this discussion before, gas? Is that a gas? A Beta? So few things are made in Europe or America, but but in China. Made in China is not the insult it was in the past. China makes, and we have long only consumed. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think we chatted about this the other day. I think the days of Chinese-made garbage. I mean, I may have said that in the past, and a lot of it, well, is garbage made by everybody. But I think the quality of Chinese goods in general is comparable, and some of it may even be better than what the West is putting out now. That's just being honest, guys. I'm okay with people trying to work hard and do their best, and those that work hard build the best. I'm fine with that. If we want to do better, then we've got to do better. But I won't go down that alley right now. What did I miss here? Tomahawk, you hurt my feelings. Oh. I'll just pretend I don't know what's going on. I don't. I've written one a few years ago. It wasn't bad. Mr. Gas, you need to come over to that website. Join us on Friday evenings. Oh, yeah. Gas. By the way, mate, Friday evenings, you want to come out to offgridwarrior.com/TV. That's where we're all at. I noticed you haven't been in. You haven't popped in, so. Okay, Mr. Gas says KTM bought Husky and Gas and Huseberg. I'm not familiar with Huseberg. Is that like a Scandinavian brand or Huseberg? That's Swedish or something? Okay. Well, guys, I think we're going to shut things down. I am running on generator for these streams. I've done a lot of streaming the last 4 days, a lot of generator hours. And I have no rides into town planned or set up to get more gas. So I'm not going to run much further. Today, Friday is the next stream. Friday stream on offgridwarrior.com / I always say backslash. It's / offgridwarrior.com / TV. And that's where I stream on Friday. And we have just sort of an open chat. The elite crew. That sounds ridiculous, but it's funny nonetheless. The elite crew gathers there on Friday evening. So Friday at 6 p.m. on offgridwarrior.com / TV is the next stream. And guys, I know I don't want to sound like a stuck record, but if anybody is able to assist or support the channel, I've just put a link in chat. If you can donate and support me using that link, it'll be huge. It's essentially allows me to get into town when I get into town, or if I get into town, to buy things like gas and groceries. So if anybody's capable or able, I know we just got through Christmas. We probably all hemorrhaged money on gifts, but if you can help me out, guys, I'd really appreciate it. I don't make money on YouTube, really, a couple bucks a month. And I really rely on your support through these live streams. So if you can, guys, please consider it. I don't run ads on these live streams anymore. Okay. Good night, all. Family Plan, good to see you. Thanks for swinging by. Have another cup of hot choco for me. I'm gonna have another coffee when I'm done here. Mr. Gas dropped in for a while on Red Dawn. Yes, I remember that. But hopefully we'll see you this Friday, Gas. Kevin, good stream tonight, OG. Have a good evening and be safe. That goes to everybody. Thank you, Kevin. Good to see you as well. The regular crew was in tonight. Amy Sue. Your name has changed too, back to criminal paralegal. Or no, I'm getting chats confused. I apologize, guys. So a lot of names and 2 different chats to get through over here. 2 different screens, 2 different keyboards. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. Okay. For those of you that are out already, Mike P, I don't know if you're still around, but thank you, mate. Good to see you and have you in chat again. John Off Grid, not sure if you're around. Thanks for swinging in. A couple of the other guys, some of the regulars. I'm not sure what happened to Tomahawk. If you're still milling around, sir, it was good to have you in as well. And Natal, thank you. Good to see you as well. Lol, chat confused. The Boomers versus the Zoomers is the new 2026 thing to watch. Boomers versus Zoomers. Okay. Guys, thank you. We'll see you on Friday evening. And that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. What else have I got? Mike P. Good night, folks. Work day tomorrow. Mike P. Back to the grind. I understand, mate. You have a good one. Hopefully you'll join us on Friday. Okay, on that note, I'm going to reach for the stop.